kicking the bum. And taking it to the middle, opening the legs out wide, feet a little wider than hip width apart, toes turn outwards, coming down and up. Don't let the knees roll in. You want to keep them facing the back of the wall. Try to get a little deeper on each one if you can. Okay, good job, guys. So we're gonna come to our normal stance and we're gonna drop the chin down and take it back and forward and back. Take it to the side, take it to the right and back to the left. To the right and the left. And then we're going to gently make circles. And take it back the other way. And coming back to center, taking the legs out wide again, toes turn outwards. We're going to roll through the shoulders. So opening the shoulders up, warming them up, but then we're also going to plie while we do that. So just a deep squat with toes turned out and just rolling through those shoulders. And then take it forward. Good job. Okay. We're going to toes face forward, and we're just going to just gently roll down. Turn the toes out and squat. And turn the toes back in as you extend. Turning the toes out and squat. And turning the toes back inward as you extend. We'll do 2 more of these. Turning out, coming down low, extending the knees, bringing the toes to the front. Turning the toes out, dropping down low, extending the knees, bringing the toes forward. Last one. Turn the toes turn out, dropping the hips, lifting and extending, bringing the toes to the front. Gently rolling back up the spine. If you have your strap handy, we're just going to keep warming up the shoulders. So you want to start out wide, especially if you haven't done a lot of shoulder mobility in the past. We're going to take our strap, we're going to bring it up and over and back. And good job, guys. From here, we're going to lift the legs. So we're going to stand sturdy on one leg, plant that heel and grip the toes. We're going to lift, hips stay square, so I'm not flaring out. We're going to extend the knee. Extend, extend. Try and get it as high as you can. And extend. 2 more. And let's take it to the side. Extend. Extend. going. For the back, we're going to take the leg out, bend the knee, and we're going to go for 8 pulses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it to the other side. Knee bends in, leg extends. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we'll take it to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Taking it to the back. Really engaging those back muscles. Don't crunch into it, lift and extend. So we're lifting and extending. Our hips still stay square, so I'm not coming out. I'm squaring my hip, knee bend. We pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Grab some water. And we're going to slow it down a little bit. Andrea, do you have a tree close to you?
Do I have a what?
Have a wall. Do you have a tree that's close to you?
Yep, I do.
Okay. So we're going to bring the foot up that's closest to the wall. You can use your tree. You're going to take the leg up. We want the foot to be in line with the hip. I'll just wait till you guys get in that position. Okay, so from here, we're going to knit our ribs to our hip, push through the glute, and you're bringing that pelvis forward. So if you're not feeling it, try straighten the leg a little more, take it a little higher, and we're going to go for 1, release, 2, release, 3, release, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take it to the other side. So you should feel your hips beginning to open there. Not really a pretty way to get into the pose, guys. So your bottom foot can be straight on or slightly turned out, just in a natural stance. For me, my feet naturally turn out, so that's why mine's slightly off, but I'm not intentionally trying to turn it out. So just wherever your foot naturally lands. And so once again, tucking the pelvis, knitting the ribs in, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take that back. Bring it down. Give the legs a little bit of a shake out.
The main lady right there.
I'm going to take the legs nice and wide. So it's coming into a crescent lunge. So it's a deep standing lunge. The back heel comes off the floor. So we're on the balls of our feet on the back heel. Front knee bends. bring our hands up high, slide the shoulder blades down the back, and then we're going to gently bend the back leg and extend. So when you bend, see if you can drop a little deeper each time. Bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. So you should be feeling this through your hip flexor, feeling it start to warm up. And if you're not feeling it in there, you need to drop down lower and take the legs wider. Bend, extend, bend, extend. I want you to stay here, and then we're just going to squeeze our booty, touch the pelvis. We're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take it to the other side. Legs out, nice and wide. Back foot is on the ball of the foot. Front knee bends forward. Hands up nice and high, sliding the shoulder blades down the back so I'm not extending. That's going to hurt my shoulders. They're nice and flat. And bend and extend. Bend, extend. Bend, extend. Bend, extend. Keep it up, guys. And last one. Squeezing the booty, tucking the pelvis for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job, guys. Okay. So this next series is really good if you can get ICV or out of hammy. So the front leg is turned out. Back leg is a little bit wider than your hip, but you want to make sure that you're square. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold forward. We're going to bend through the knee, drop down lower, extend the knee, bend the knee, drop lower, extend, and rise. So I'll keep talking you guys through that. I'm going to see how you guys are doing that. So we bend the knee, drop the chest down low, extend the knee. Extend, yeah, good. Extend, so you want to straighten it so it becomes a flat line now. Yeah, Elena, when you extend, you don't want the knee to be bent anymore, so to come back. Yeah, good. Good job, guys. So we're gonna bend the knee, extend, bend, drop lower, bend, let's just keep it going down here, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend, and hold the extension. We're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend, and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently rising, take it to the other side. My knee and my glutes feel good after that. And once again, so dropping the chest down, bending through the knee, bringing the chest down lower, and extending through the front. And bending the knee, seeing if you can drop it a little deeper, and extend. Bend, extend, bend, extend. So with each bend and extend, I'm trying to get a little lower with my chest. We also don't want to push it too far. So if, you know, pain is an 8, you want to be kicking back at a 6 or a 7 here. So the one thing with flexibility training is no pain, no gain does not work. So we're going to hold, keep holding. As soon as it becomes painful, muscles contract, and we don't actually get a stretch out of it. Bend the knees, gently rise up. Good job, guys. You're going to keep the legs out wide, sink the hips down low. You might need to take them a little bit wider. Hands are on knees for your own balance. And we're also going to use the hands to make sure that our knees aren't tipping in, they're coming out. So we want them ideally facing the wall or even the back wall. So the further back you can get them, the more turnout and more rotation you'll get. I like to rock it side to side because it's not the most comfortable pose. Helps you get through it. So from here, we're going to go through some squats. So you might need to take your legs a little bit wider. These are a little bit tricky when you first start, but you adapt to them pretty quickly. So we're going to bend down, one leg extends, the toes turn up, and I'm going to try and take it to the other side. So you might find you need to use your fingers to get across. That's totally okay. But you'll find after a couple of times, a couple of classes of doing this, you'll find it. So keep it going. I'm going to watch you guys. Just make sure everybody's got it. Carol, see if you can turn out even more. Yeah. Okay, you're going to take your legs a lot wider. Okay, now bend through the knees. Bend the knees and bring your hips down. So stop there. You want to turn the foot out. So we keep the front knee bent, the extended leg, we turn out. So the foot comes, so dropping down low. So the foot's no longer on the side now, it turns out. And I want you to come down really low. So we're not up here, it's low. Yeah, perfect. It's okay. Honestly, it takes a lot to get your balance in those ones. But they're really good for creating power in your split. So, you know, if you're doing like gymnastics, aerial, dance, you can get a split without needing gravity to bring you down.
It's really hard on grass.
Yeah.
Because I have all these like things underneath me.
Oh, no.
Like, there's like twigs everywhere.
All right, well, we're going to stop those now. We're going to come back into our goddess hold. So you might need to bring your legs in just a little bit. We're going to stretch single side. So we're going to bring the left shoulder down, gently apply a little bit of pressure onto the left knee. My left, which is your right. Letting the hips sink. Take it to the other side. And release. We're going to bring it down onto the mat. We're going to come into our butterfly pose. So our feet come together in front of us, knees are out to the side. You want your feet to be facing, touching, but folding outwards. So if you think about reading a book, you're folding your feet open like a book. You want to bring your heels as close enough that's a comfortable level for you so that you can work in. We're just going to gently bounce those wings. From here, I like to bring my hands back for this one. We're just going to actively try and push those knees down with our hamstrings and adductors there. So trying to push the knees so they touch the floor. Push, 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 push. And bounce. And pushing down. And bounce. From here, we're going to do peanuts. So we're going to push, gently push the knees down. Then we're going to resist. So my knee is going to push into my hand. So if my hand wasn't there, it would look like this. So we're pushing into our hand, but the hand is stopping the knee from going anywhere. So we're going to resist for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing the muscle and then seeing if you can apply a little more pressure, only if it is not painful or nowhere near painful, and get a little bit deeper there. And we're going to resist again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and see if we can get a little more room. And let's take it to the other side. Just gently depressing the knee, just letting the hips open and sink into it. Then we're going to push the knee into the hands and resist for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and apply a gentle amount of pressure. Try to relax into it. And resisting again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and dropping down a little closer. And gently coming out of it, give them a little bit of a shake. So this series is a P&F series, so you'll need a resistance band or a belt. I'm going to take it onto our backs to start with. Do you guys have any questions or anything so far? You guys going okay? Feel free to like speak up, or if you're not getting something as we go along, check in with me. So P&F is the fastest way to get into our muscles to make them more flexible. And the reason that is because the resistance and relaxing tricks our nervous system, and it stops telling our muscle to restrict the movement. So basically it turns off and allows us to get deeper into the pose. So when you're doing this, it can be easy to hurt yourself, because if you keep doing a lot of pressure to keep drawing into it, that nervous system isn't there for that automatic shut off for us. So you want to keep it easy. Like I said, if 8 is pain, 10 is your muscle tearing off, you want to be at a 6. Okay. So just gently bringing the leg up. I want you to feel the difference of leading with your big toe to leading with your 2 small toes. So we're going to be leading with our pinkies and our second smallest toe. You should feel a big difference, especially along this area here. So it usually gets quite neglected. Is that hurting? No, it was a cough, not an owl. Okay. All right, and so we're going to push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently draw it in closer. And just allowing yourself to sink. And we're going to push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drawing back. One last time, resisting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and kicking back. So just notice how you gain a little bit more range of motion with each resistance you go through. So from here, we're going to bring it back so our heel is over the top of our hips, and our hips are nice and square in this one. You can even keep your hand on your hip to make sure that you don't flare out, because your body's probably going to want to do it, because this is not the best feeling pose. So opposite hand grabs both the poles of the foot. Remember, we're leading with our pinky toes here. We're going to ever so gently bring our heel across the hips until you feel that intense stretch that runs from your glutes and continues down the side of your quads and hamstrings. Sorry, hamstrings, not quads. everybody feeling this one? Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to check in on you guys. So push down and resist in that pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Alina, are you feeling it? Yeah? Okay. And when we're releasing, we're not bringing it down, we're keeping the leg up nice and straight. Okay. So now we're going to switch hands for our pose. So our leg comes back to neutral position. We're going to go same hand as pose. And we're going to drop our heel out to the side. So you can, if this is painful, you can use your poles to support the leg here. If you're finding it easy, you can bring the heel to try and get it as close to the side of your head as possible. You have the option to grab your pole and take it behind the head if you're finding it, you're getting quite high. Or you also have the option to grab the heel. So we're going to relax into pose. And we're going to depress downwards for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Drawing a little closer, feeling those muscles relax and begin to shut off. We definitely don't want them to be clenching right now. They should be relaxing. And we're pushing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drawing closer. You might find that you're getting a nice stretch in the opposite side of your body. I normally do in this one, it feels good. And pushing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drawing closer. And gently releasing that leg, we're going to take it to the other side. Give your knee a big hug. And just gently rotate it around in that hip joint. Ease a little bit of that tension. Taking the leg straight, and then we'll take it to the other side. Oh, mine's so long, I'm getting tangled. So once again, making sure that we're leading with those small toes. If you can reach your foot, you can definitely take a hold there, and then you can't roll up with it. You'll find that's very different. So we're going to just relax into this for a minute. And we're going to push down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drawing closer, relaxing the muscles, making sure that pinky toes are curled back and it's leading your foot. And resisting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing. If you feel this behind the knee, that's completely normal. That's your ITV band. It does run behind there. Okay, coming back to neutral, opposite hand pose. Hand in the hip, same hand in the hip so we're not flaring out. And gently moving the heel across the hip until you feel that stretch, which is usually kind of goes from 0 to 100. And we're going to push down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And pushing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And last time, pushing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, letting it relax. Really wanting the hips to stay on the mat. So we're not coming all the way over. Hips stay on the mat. Okay, coming back to neutral. I'm going to flip side so you guys can still see me. We're taking the leg up to the side, so same hand, the same pose. So here you can see that we're working our range of motion in all areas of the hips, but TNF does a lot more than work the muscles and range of motion. It actually makes you stronger in these areas. So not only will you be more flexible, but you'll be able to hold these poses a lot better because you'll have the strength to be able to do it. And we're going to reach this down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drawing up. Taking it behind the head if you can. And pushing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing closer. And pushing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing closer. And letting it go, giving the knee a big hug. And just gently roll the head of the femur and the hip joint there. You just find it releases a bit of pressure and tension because we've worked that at every angle. Okay, we're going to come into our lunge series. We're going to come onto all fours. I'm very particular about my lunges, so I will. You can't see me. So our first lunge, we want to be at a 90-degree angle. So our knees in line with our hips, our front leg, knees in line with the ankles, and we're not dropping down deep, so we're going to do that later. So it's not, we're not trying to push the hips down, we're working the hip flexors right now. So from here, you're going to knit your ribs and hips together once again. And you're going to push through the booty. And then as you do that, really tucking that pelvis under, just feel a stretch in the front of the hip flexor here. And then we're going to lift our hands up, roll the shoulder blade down our back. Now it's going to look like I'm going to the side. That's not really what I'm doing. So I'm just going to gently bring my body across ever so slightly, generally just a couple of millimeters. And you'll feel the stretch intensify. It will start running from here down to pretty close to me, a couple of inches above the knee. So we're just looking for that spot. And once you find it, holding. You should find this a lot more intense than the last one. So first was hip flexor, then this is working our TFL. And coming out of it, we're going to walk that front leg out wide. And now we're going to sink into our hips. Just really working on trying to get that pelvis as low to the ground as you can. Obviously in a healthy manner. And then you're going to squeeze the glutes. So we're going to pulse, release, pulse, release. And 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And relax. We're going to bend the knee, reach around and grab our foot. If we're not flexible to do this, then we're going to use our strap. So we're going to bend and try and draw that heel closer towards our glute. So you do have the option to either go opposite or same. I'm just used to doing it the other way. I find just the balance a little bit better. I'm just going to come around and check you guys. Keep holding that for me. Good. Can you drop your hips lower, Elena? So you might need to take that back leg out wider. Yeah, nice. So I come down lower.
Do I look like I'm in a forest?
Yes.
You're like, what is she doing in there? I can't tell. Next time will be better.
Is your knee hurting, Elena? Is that why you're holding it? If you want to use the strap. So, yeah. So wrap the strap around the ankle. And then that will help you bring it closer. Yeah. You got this. This is where a yoga block comes in handy because you can prop yourself out and touch the ground a little bit easier. Okay, Carol, lower those hips for me. Right down, so take it wide. Slide the back knee out further. Keep the front leg where it was. Are you okay? Are you just having a break or? Carol?
I just been holding it too long before you saw me. I can't hold it any longer.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. How about if you use both your yoga blocks to keep your chest up higher and
I was.
the pressure of your weight?
I've been holding it for like a full minute and hold it any longer.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, no problem. Okay, so from here we're going to drop the back foot. We're going to flex the front, straighten the knee, and then we're going to draw the legs back as far into the hip as we can. So really bring it back like this. So back, 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 back. Once again, leading with those 2 pinky toes. So either bring them around or you can use a strap to really take that pressure. And then we're going to, it's not a flexion and extension. It's literally, I'm going to use my hands and I'm just going to shift my chest forward, shift my chest back. And the foot will naturally come down and back. So it's not, I'm not trying to move it. It just simply happens to the hinge joint. This is going to help work the nerve. Forward. Is everybody okay with that? Is that too deep for everyone? Is your front knee straight, Elena?
Hmm?
Is your front knee straight?
I can't.
Yes. Okay. Good. So keep it rocking. Good job, guys. And then let's take it to the other side. So I think we might just keep working on our nerves and the hips in our split. We won't take it to a full needle. I think you guys will benefit from that better because the needle is quite intermediate to advanced class. So once again, making sure we're coming at that nice right angle. And then we're pushing through the glute, knitting our ribs into our pelvis, feeling that nice stretch in the hip flexor. If you guys want to work on needle, we can do that afterwards if you want to stay back, because I'm probably going to do it for my own practice. I don't know what you guys are doing, if you have time or not. Completely up to you. And then we're going to lift the arms, slide the shoulder blade down the back, and then ever so gently coming to the side until we feel that stretch. Run all the way down the mid-quad. I tell you, eventually this one does hurt less. It only just started hurting less for me, but it does eventually hurt less. I don't know about the TFL. That one always seems to hurt me no matter what. Okay, walking the front leg out wider, dropping the hips down low, using your blocks if you need to, and just letting the hips sink. Slide the back knee back as far as it will let you. So you're not only getting a stretch in the front of the leg, but you're getting a stretch in the hip flexion. And extending the knee, drawing the hips back. Leg comes back as far as we can get it. And we're just going to hold this. If it's too intense with your hands, use a block to help yourself up. And then we're going to bring the chest forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Okay, so I'm just going to come up to you guys for a minute. So who wants to keep working on their split, slowly opening that, or who's more interested in doing the back to get into like a needle? Give me a thumbs up if you want to keep doing like split stuff and just open the hips. Yeah.
Split stuff?
Okay. How about you, Elena?
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, do you want to keep working on the split, or whether that we're going to work on a standing split with a back bend, but that one's pretty advanced. So I'm thinking
that one's hard.
Split stuff.
Harder.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that one for the next 15, and then if you want to stay back and do the other, you can. How about you, Carol? How are you feeling about it?
It's probably too advanced for me, but I can modify it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's keep working on opening our hip split. And then if you want to stay back and do more, you can. Okay. So grab your block. So you'll probably need to take them nice and high. We're going to bring our front leg out in front of us. And then we're going to gently slide the back knee. I'm just going to passively hold. You really want to keep drawing that front leg back and in and square those hips. Okay, from here, if you can, even if you just do it for a microsecond, we're going to just lift the hands. If this is what lifting your hands looks like, that's great. I don't want you to lift for a long time and it hurt and cause a tear, but you want to engage your legs, engage your hamstrings, engage your hip flexors, and lift. We're going to go for 30 seconds. So that could be you tapping out for 10, opening for 1, tapping out that. I'm okay with that. And coming up. We're going to take both hands to the ankle. So they come, one comes near your ankle, one comes near your glute, and just stretching through that front leg. Once again, you should feel this through the outer hamstring. breathing out. Good job, guys. Taking it to the other side. I'm sure this is everyone's side now because they're like my favorite side first. Just let the hips sink down. Let the knee slide back. My side had it injury on, so it's not a happy camper side. And, you know, you don't want to go too fast so that it hurts. You want to be able to be comfortable in it, so you can hold it for 30 seconds. There's no point in just being at a painful point where you can't, you know, you can only hold it for a second or two. That's not going to get you anywhere. You want to be at a point where you're comfortable. And we're going to engage and lift. And slowly coming up. And just being on the heels, giving those hips a bit of a rub. And work on our nerves. So the nerves need to be stretched completely differently to muscles. A nerve needs to be glided in order to stretch. So you'll find when you start stretching your nerves, you'll get a lot deeper a lot quicker because you've been stretching your muscles for all this year, not your nerve. So grab some water and then we'll work on our nerve flossing. I'm not gonna lie, I was so excited when I first discovered nerve flossing. It definitely dropped me down into my splits a lot faster. So we're gonna come into our back. You wanna bring your knee to your chest. We're gonna wrap our hands behind the knee. And we wanna hold it down quite tight. So we don't want this to lift up. We want it to rest on our stomach, our ribs, really drawing that knee into the chest. Targeting the back of the leg. We're going to keep the foot flat. We're going to gently try and extend it. So you'll find you probably can't go all the way, and if you can, that is amazing. As you get to the end of your range of motion, you probably will shake. That's okay. As long as it's not painful. Shaking is normal. That's just that nerve getting reset and learning to become more flexible. So just do that. Thank you. Just nice and slow. Working on those controlled movements. If you want to, you have the option to take one hand to the foot and just gently use your hand as an assistant to allow you to open a little more. Once again, there should be no pain at all felt in this. There's no pain for me whatsoever. It's just pressure-wise, I can't extend. That's where you want to be with nerves. Yeah, nerves and connective tissue care. Not good. You don't want to be in anything whatsoever. I promise if you practice these ones a lot at home, you'll open up really quickly. And last one, make it count. And hold in. Once again, we're going to keep the legs hung down tight. And we're just going to point, left, point, left, point, left. And we're flexing and leading with those two small toes. Once again, just working on stretching and gliding them. Okay, bring it down. That one is Take it to the other side, knees to chest. Giving your leg a nice hug, drawing it in close, flexing the foot, and gently extending. So you don't need to come all the way down, just come to a point where the tension eases off. And then. And then. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Zero pain whatsoever. If you feel any pain, just stop doing it. Once again, if you want to use your hand as an assistant, keeping that leg again nice and tight, and then just gently opening, opening. Giving leg a hug and we point and flip.
This Thursday?
I don't know. Honestly, I can't say this.
The only reason why I asked is
And
because
take it back to the mat. Give the legs a little bit of a shake off.
I just need you to text me. Text me. Let me know if it's here.
And I'm going to rise up. So let's try the best standing split. So you want to grab some wall. And yeah, you can do this without wall because you can do standing splits without a wall. So we're just going to use the wall as a little bit of pressure against to do some PNF. And you'll just have to do this one passive. So grab some blocks to keep you up if you can. I'm just going to, I like to bend my knee and take it to the side to help me get up there. It doesn't matter if you're this far off the wall. We all have to start somewhere. Expanding that back leg. You have the option to come all the way to the floor or to keep the chest high with the blocks. Both are right. The blocks engages the back, which prepares you more for needle and dancer's pose, while fold forward, more intense in the hamstring, which will prepare you for standing split. Gonna come around and check you guys. Good job, Carol. Elena, are you okay? You just having a break? Yeah, you can do it without a wall if you don't have one close, Elena. Just try and walk your hands as close to your feet, as the bottom foot as possible, and just keep trying to keep that back leg nice and high. You want to make sure that our hips stay nice and flat. And once you've done that side, we'll take it to the other side. So I know there's a couple of people that will need to catch up. So I like to start with my blocks up and then bring it down. If you're working with a block or a chair to hold the chest up, you want to make sure that you're engaging the back and trying to lift and extend. So we never crunch into our feet.
Are you done? You can be done. Yeah. It's starting to get on
And slowly coming down.
Sit down.
And the legs a little bit of a shake out.